Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a demo and review of the Rimmel Magnifies Spice Edition eyeshadow palette. I got this at Walgreens, but I'm pretty sure you can get it at like Walmart, Target, like all the drugstores. So yeah, I did hear that this is a dupe for the Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay, so I wanted to give it a go. I don't have that palette, but if you guys are wanting that palette or something, then I would definitely check out this palette. So I am going to be showing you guys a look with the Magnifies Spice Edition palette by Rimmel, and yeah, I just picked this up recently at Walgreens, I believe, and yeah, I was just really intrigued by it, and hopefully you guys can see it all, but these are the colors. I probably already showed you them. So we're just gonna move on to the look. So I do not really have an idea of what I want to do for this look, but we will figure it out. So I think first I'm going to start with this, the second shade in the palette. It's this like really light colored, almost like custardy brown, and I'm just going to apply that to my crease because it seems like a nice transition shade for my skin tone. When I swatched these, I'll insert a picture, but when I did swatch these, they were so gorgeous and buttery and like creamy. Actually very blown away by the swatches of these shadows. So I was super intrigued to try them on the eyes. So I'm just applying these in like a windshield wiper motion, just blending it out to make it blend into my skin tone. Yeah. Oh, and I'm using the Morphe M433 brush to do that. Moving on, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild, this brush. I'm not sure what this brush is called, but I'm going to go in with the fourth shade here. It's a deeper brown. I'm just tapping that off. Oops. I'm going to focus this a little bit more on the outer edge and just closer to my actual crease instead of blending it so far up like the last shade. See how pigmented these are and blendable? Just like tapping. Blending. I'm going to go back in with the same brush I used before and the same shade and just blend it all together. I did hear that this is a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and I don't personally have that palette, so I don't know for sure, but if you're looking for an alternative, I know that the colors are definitely similar, the color scheme. So I think I'm going to go in with, I'm going to head in with this orangey burnt orange shade. It's the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th shade in. And I'm going to take my, what is this, T35 Precise Blending Brush with, who is this by? SL Miss Glam. So I'm going to go in with that shade, tap it off, and apply it the same as I did with the other shade, but even closer in the crease, so it's more of a gradient. And I just want to apply that to the outer edge as well. So I do not tend to gravitate towards like these warm orangey shades, but this palette was on sale and I thought, why not try it? So I wanted to give it a go. So far I'm not disappointed by this. So now I'm going to go in with this small Luxie. This is like a dual end Luxie brush. I don't know, it's just a 249 brush by Luxie. This side, this is the flat shader side I'll be using, but I'm going to use this side and take the Deep Plum shade at the very end. So I'm going to apply this to the outer corner to deepen up the look. and add some purpley color to my look. So right now it's just like a bunch of reds and browns mixed. So I want to add a little bit of this purpley color to the edges. I do like that they added that shade in there just because it can definitely just vamp up any look and make it look a little bit more like put together and different and not just some bunch of oranges. I'm going to go back in with the 4th shade in on this Wet n Wild brush again and just blend the outside a little bit more. And then going in with my M433. Not sure what I want to do with the lid shade yet, but we have the base of our look. I think I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with this, the 5th shade in, I believe. It's, I don't know, it looks kind of like, it's definitely like an orangey, reddish shade, but it's just like really pigmented and creamy, and I feel like I wish there was like a purpley shimmer shade in that look, or in the palette, but I don't know, because like their shimmer shades in here, like the 3 orangey shimmery shades that they have, they kind of all like look the same, so I don't know, that's why I didn't know which one to pick, because which one is the best? I think I'm going to go in with the other side of my Luxie brush and take this shade right here, if you can see, and I'm just going to apply that to the center, maybe, just to like add some dimension, because that shade looked a little bit more like rose goldy-ish. Maybe I'll try and spray my brush. I'm going to use some MAC Fix Plus and just spray my brush and see if that will intensify it. See, it kind of looks the same to me. I'm going to blend this out, and then I might go in with some of the first shade in the palette, like the white shade. So I'm just going to go back in and blend it with the Wet n Wild brush again. I'm not going to apply any more product, but I'm just going to blend it along the edges of the shimmery shade. So I think I am going to go in with the white shade at the end and apply that to the center. Oh, that is pigmented, oh dang. I'm going to go in with the Luxie flat shader brush again and just try and blend it all together. I'm going to just pat on over it just to blend it all together. Okay, that's pretty. Just added like a little bit more dimension, and then I'm going to blend that out again. And to finish up the top lid, I'm going to go in with this just small like dome shape brush into the white shade again and apply that to my inner corner. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I'm also going to run it along my brow bone. I think I might use this as a highlight. It might be a little white for me, but I kind of want to try it. And then I'm going to just take the same brush and apply just the smallest amount, just to intensify it even more, because I'm still not quite pleased. Okay, that is really pretty, I think. So now for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with this small, what is this? The AOA E139 brush. And I'm just going to go in with the second shade in the palette, run this all along the lower lash line. Oh, I do have some fallout too. I did not notice that. I think that was from the shimmery shades because the matte shades did not have any fallout. So I'm just like warming up the bottom, putting some color, and then I'm going to go in with the 4th shade and apply that closer to the lash line. And then we're going to add some of the browns, or some of the oranges. I'm going to go in with the, again, the 3rd to last and the 4th to last, just mix those two, and just apply that to the outer corner. Then I think we're going to go in with the plum shade on a flat liner brush. I'm going to buy mine. We're going to go in with the flat liner brush with the plum shade and just tap that right next to it. Just like press that into the lower lash line. So I'm going to go apply some eyeliner. I'm just going to do tight line and waterline, and then I'll apply my false lashes, and I will be right back to tell you guys what I think of the palette. So overall, I did find that these blended very, very well. The shimmer shades in here, there's like 3 shimmer shades, and I found them to be quite similar on the eyes and stuff, but it's really affordable palette. The mattes are amazing. The shimmers did have a bit of fallout like underneath the eyes, but I was like packing them on just to see how much like payoff I could get. But I do recommend like spritzing them with water, the 3 like bronzy orangey shades, the shimmer shades, but the white, shimmery white did not need to be sprayed. Ooh, I wanted to try that as a highlighter too, so I'll do that right now. So I'm just grabbing my highlighting brush and dipping in there and seeing how this works. Because it's not chunky at all. Like, this shimmery shade is just beautiful, if you can see that. Yes, that was gorgeous as a highlighter too. I figured it would because it's really smooth and it just adds like a nice sheen to the skin. So that is a gorgeous. I'm gonna try some on my nose. That is a gorgeous highlighter. So you can definitely use that as a highlight if you are my similar skin tone as well. But yeah, overall I do find that this is a great formula for eyeshadows. One of the best at the drugstore, I think. Like, I love the e.l.f., like the e.l.f. palette, what's it called? Mad for Matte, I think. But these mattes are really good as well, and I will definitely be reaching for this palette, even if I just use like the browns in here and then the white like on the lid, because I'm not super big into oranges and like reds and stuff, like the really, really warm shades. But if you are, I definitely recommend this palette. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe.